الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي أولا بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All praise due to Allah Rabbul Alameen for His mercy, for His guidance, and for all the ni'mah, the blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have showered upon all of us. May Allah Rabbul Alameen make us people who are firm in our belief and consistent in what we are doing to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to please Him alone, no one else except Allah alone, lillahi ta'ala. And may Allah Rabbul Alameen give us the right understanding and the importance of following the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which Allah command us to follow His messenger. So following His messenger is like following what Allah wants you to do. Obeying the Prophet's teaching is obeying Allah. Disobeying the Prophet's teaching is disobeying Allah Rabbul Alameen. May Allah Rabbul Alameen forgive all the sins that we have committed. And may Allah forgive the sin of those who are present today and those who are absent among us, the living among us and those who have passed away among our family members. And for those who are not well, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for them and grant them a good ending. For those who are well, it's very important for us to be wise, to make use of all the ni'mah that Allah has given us to please Him before it's too late. Anything good, brothers and sisters, be hastened. Don't delay. Don't wait until the last minute. It's not easy to make changes the last minute. Not that it's not impossible, but it is not easy. There's a lot of challenges if we are not careful, and it's not easy to change. We all are aware that changes need a lot of sacrifice. Changes need a lot of motivation, especially dealing with family members who are not yet Muslim, if we have. Don't wait until the last minute we try to invite them to Islam. When they can't hear you, when they can't see, they can't speak, very difficult. But anything to do with da'wah, you do when they are still able to see you, hear you, and talk to you. At least you know whether they are responding to your invitation or not. But if you don't do that, the last minute you try, only Allah's mercy that he or she can come back to Allah. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam always remind his ummah to keep on planning to move forward. It's like now we are planning to move forward for our next life. And the next life is Alam Kubur and Al-Barzakh and Al-Akhirah. Even we are not there yet, but we know we have to go there. We are not dead yet, but we know we are going to die. Nobody can escape that. That's why we always get ourselves prepared. Look at the Islamic teaching. In the time of the Prophet, a lot of people, his companions, sometimes the Bedouin especially, like to ask the Prophet a lot of questions. That is not important at all, just for the sake of asking. Wasting the Prophet's time, asking about dunya, asking about that, It makes the Prophet sometimes very angry. But the Prophet is very patient. Just hold on. And he don't answer their question at all. But they keep on going, asking this, asking that. To the extent now the Prophet said to him, ask more. Ask. What do you want? Ask. Now the Prophet is upset. When he don't respond, means it is not important for him to respond. But since you keep on pushing yourself, and the Prophet, any more? Any more question? Then they realize the Prophet is not happy to answer the question. Then that is the time Allah sent Angel Gabriel to walk in as a Bedouin, look like a Bedouin, enter the mosque and ask the Prophet the permission, because he's a latecomer, to allow him to come closer to him. And the Prophet welcomed him until he was in front, and he sat in front of the Prophet. And then he put his two arms, hand on the thigh of the Prophet. That's how close, knee to knee. There is a adab of student and teacher, get close. Not that the student is get sit too far away, but for the Muslim sister, of course, it's okay. Or the brothers, they should be more closer. If they are down, they get closer. There is one of the adab of sticking now, because they are blessing when you are close to it. We are close to because we are sitting on the chair. And for those who are sitting on the floor, they also get close. Not one in the corner, one in the corner, and make the teacher difficult to look right, to look left. No, just in front. Adab. Adab is very important in whatever we do. And then he started to ask, tell me about Islam. Prophet answered. And asked again, tell me about Iman. And the Prophet answered. And then, what is Ihsan? And the Prophet answered. And then asked about things that is important about Al-Akhirah, about the end of the world. Then the Prophet explained one by one. And then he left. The Prophet was asking the other Bedouin, do you know who is this guy? He said, no, never seen him before. Neither did he look like a traveler coming from far away. If you're a traveler, you sweat. You know, the weather over there is not like here with aircon and so, no. We are all aircon to aircon to aircon. Yeah. Our room is aircon, out from room sometime, another aircon, you go to the mall, aircon again, you come into the car, aircon again. Outside the car, you walk for 5 minutes, aircon again. We are the aircon nation. There's nothing wrong. It's a comfort that Allah have given us. Then it's confirmed He is the angel. And that is the kind of question that the Prophet liked. Important thing about your religion, about your faith, about your future. Not about dunya so much. Dunya, everybody know what to do. What to eat, how to eat. That one you don't have to go and entertain. Anyway, you can eat as long halal. Good food, bismillah. How to wear things, where to buy things. You don't have to ask everything so detailed. Everybody will have their own way of looking for this. Right now, what is happening to the corruption of the mind, of the adult. The adult have corrupted their mind, like what Allah said, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. Success are for those who keep themselves pure, physically, mentally, and spiritually pure. And the failure are those who allow their mind and their heart to be corrupted. Look at what's happening sometimes. Adults are talking about teaching children sex education. Is that important? You are crazy. Everything there is a time for you to expose what they need to be exposed to. And sometimes it is a fitrah of everybody. When you reach certain age, certain thing will just come out. And there is a time you start to guide them properly. If not, you are giving them the wrong information at the wrong time. And you are going to corrupt their mind. And you are going to create a lot of destruction. Allah Rabbul Alameen, who created all of us, the most wise, never burden us with anything. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Recently in Japan, we are always in contact with our fellow Muslim family in Japan. It's telling us the Japanese people who was known as the non-believer, they are coming out with kimono. You know what is kimono? All the Japanese kind of dress. And they come out with a fashion with hijab that cover the aura of the woman. Normally it's not covered, but it's a long dress and it's loose, but it's not covered. It won't cover the head. But now they're coming out with the Islamic friendly kimono. Who are doing that? Fellow brothers and sisters who are not yet a believer. Then you reflect back to our neighbor country, Indonesia. These are not Muslim country, these are Muslim country. And they are coming out, exposing themselves with all the different ethnic kind of custom, dress, to represent LGBT. Just the opposite. We know it exists. It exists not only now, it exists many, many centuries ago. We know what happened to them. And we know this is going to exist again. Life is like a cycle. What happened before is a lesson. What happened now is for us to learn. Not to make something that Allah don't like and displeasing Allah. By doing that, brother and sister, we are just waiting for self-destruction. It's like that Allah have shown us what happened to the early generation. Allah give them a normal lifestyle. Allah prepared them male and female. Why Allah prepare male? He can just make all male. He can make all female. He make male and female because Allah want all of us to have a normal relationship according to our fitrah. And the Satan play his role. We entertain. Allah warned us. We still entertain. Allah keep on warning us, we still carry on, then Allah command the earth to open up. And He command the sky, send down rain, but not water, rain of stones. Allah is telling us, this is what happened, so don't do it again. Now we are coming back again. We are promoting again. You can do what you want to do. The non-believer, they can do anything because they don't have guidance. But we, as people who believe in Allah, who was given the guidance, should not be like that. Allah did ask us, brothers and sisters, هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون? Is it the same between people who knows, have knowledge, and people who do not know? Cannot be the same. Is it the same lifestyle between a Muslim and a not yet Muslim? Cannot be. We have our value, lakum dinukum waliyadin. They also have their value. There's no force. This is important to understand the differences and accept the fitrah. Don't go against your fitrah. When you go against your fitrah, brother and sister, you know that our fitrah, every one of us love to do good things, love to eat the good food, have the best drink. We all love to have the best. Do you agree with me? Anyone who don't like the best? No. We want people to respect us, to love us. Do we feel for that sometimes? Yes. You want the best for you, you give others the best. You see, this is important. The Prophet said, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. None of you can be a true believer if you don't love your fellow brothers and sisters like how you love yourself. You love to be respected. You learn how to respect others. You love to have all the good things. You also share the good thing with others. And that is how we build up the nation. We love Ramadan. Ramadan loves us. Ramadan have loved us. Is there another ritual coming after Ramadan? Hajj coming in. Hajj is not easy. But now you have gone through some tough exercise in Ramadan. Having all the extra patience. Stop eating, stop drinking, control your tongue. Don't speak unnecessary, only do what is good for you. Only say what is good for you. In Ramadan, that is the training program. Make you tougher. Get ready for Hajj. Hajj is where you are exposed, not only to your own people, you are exposed to the world. All type of people is coming. From all levels, all classes. Multicultural, multi-character. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything is there. Don't think only the good is over there. Of course, the place is good. The place is sacred, no doubt. Holy land. That welcome everybody so that they can be good. Because the environment there is good, so whoever comes with a bad intention, because of the environment is good, we pray that the environment will make changes. I mean, learn how to be humble, not to show disrespect to a person because of their status, because of their color. We are like one big family, black, white, Arab, not Arab. We all are together. Worship the one God, Allah, facing one direction, Qibla. Responding to one call, Azan, Hayya ala Salah. Allahu Akbar. Beautiful. But if you are not ready for that, of course you will suffer. The people that come to you sometimes is not only people that knows you. A lot of people do not know us then. Neither we know them. All are like a stranger. But we are united because of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasul. Young and old leaders, layman, driver, worker, cleaner, young and old, labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, innal hamda wan ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. Beautiful words. Just one chanting everywhere. Here labbaik Allah, there labbaik Allah. The black labbaik Allah, the white labbaik Allah, the young labbaik Allah, the old labbaik Allah, the rich labbaik Allah, the poor labbaik Allah. Beautiful. Just by that talbiyah, unite all of us. You cannot speak African, I cannot speak German, they cannot speak other language, but everybody said labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Everybody speak the same language. Beautiful. Allahu Akbar. And Hajj is not long now, just 1.5 months ahead of us now. For those who are prepared for that, we pray, may Allah give us the energy, health, to get ourselves prepared physically, mentally, and spiritually. And Hajj is sure to bring a lot of changes. How many of us have been to Hajj? Can you raise up your hand, brother and sister? 1, 2, 3, 4, gone, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alhamdulillah. Beautiful. For those who are not yet, always plan. Don't delay. Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab, the second Caliph of our Prophet, became the Caliph for 10 years. Longest Khalifa. The rest 2 years, 3 years. And he went to Hajj 9 times. Every year he made sure that he will bring the Ummah for Hajj. And if he come to know there are somebody who have never been Hajj, he will command them to do so. You don't give them any excuses, because this is one of the pillar of Islam. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. You can go here, you can go there, and you cannot go to Hajj. You have time for this, you have time for that. You have no time for Allah. Omar, don't give any excuses. And the beauty part of when Omar was the Caliph, when the wife of the prophets, the Ummul Mu'mineen, their widows, the Prophet had passed away. When Caliph come in, the Prophet passed away already. No Khalifa of the Rasul can come in when the Prophet was still alive. There is the ruling, there is the adab. Leadership for life. Nobody think of power struggle like today. We are all power crazy. We honor and respect the elders until the elder give way. Even the Prophet, when he was sick, nobody said, oh, it's time for you to give up, Ya Rasulullah. Pass your leadership. No. You'll be leading us until the end. When Abu Bakr took over the leadership, nobody think of calling him to step down until he passed away. The same go to Omar. So the wife of the Prophet informed her, we would like to go to Hajj. Omar would prepare everything for them. And one special thing that Omar would do for the wife of the Prophet, he makes sure that when they are doing tawaf, no other people is close to them. When the woman, he called the man to give protection. It's not allowed. Some VVIP will be protected. Not to make things difficult for the woman. Honor them because they are different kind of Allah's creation. They are soft, they are weak. But women can be very rough sometimes. Today women are rough. The men have to give way. The woman is coming. And they're coming in with their elbow, everything down, go. So if we elbow them, people say you bully them. They elbow you, is okay. So it make the men also, better give way. If not, then they scream and then people say you are disturbing them. Sometimes they do that. These women today are not like the woman at the time of the Prophet. No, when you make tawaf, brother and sister, human is hundreds of thousands. It's moving together. You don't like to be close to them. You want to stay a distance. People behind you is pushing you. You just cannot stop because the wave is just coming. You cannot stop. You hope that no, they will be far away from you, but people behind is pushing you by force. You have to move. And now if she slow down, you will hit her. And when you hit her, she screams as though that you are doing something bad to her. What is going to happen to you? What is going to happen? It's not easy sometimes. Allahu Akbar. It's not easy. Our life experience. I experienced that too. Then he said, what are you doing? Touching me? No. Look behind me. They don't want. They just want to scream. And then I always make sure that I don't get no woman in front of me. But what can you do? There are more women today. You run away and then the woman. You run away and then the go woman. What are you going to do? There was some discussion many years ago. Maybe in the early 90s. I think one floor for women, one floor for men. We thought that will settle the problem. Men is easy, men follow. Women don't like. You say it's too far for us. We want to go down. And it's true. It's easier to control the man than a woman. Even you go to Medina, when you go to the Rawdah, the man is either. The woman, only Allah knows. That's why Aisha, the wife of the Prophet, said, if Prophet Muhammad know what is happening to the woman, they went to the mosque, I think the Prophet said, woman, stay at home. You want to pray? At home. Enough. Your prayer will be accepted. Better for you. Because they seem to be very tough. And it's true, they are tougher than us. So men don't think that you are tough. No. They are tougher than you. They tahan lasa. No, they have all the patience. Yeah, they have gone through pregnancy, giving birth. We men have never gone through that. You don't know what is real pain. They have gone through the real pain. So this is no more pain. Small matter to them. Allahu Akbar. Walillahi alhamd. Yeah, I'm just giving some muqaddimah today because Hajj is getting closer. And some of us will be leaving for Hajj, and I also will be leaving for Hajj too. And may Allah make it easy for everybody, not only for us. I mean, where are we today? We should be on page number what? $84. Good. The ayat, page 84, the beginning of the ayah, before we go to Aisha's report. There are so many hadiths about what is going to happen after death, to show us how important for us to be ready. This companion said that, the other companion confirmed it, the wife of the Prophet confirmed, another companion confirmed. So many people is confirming to show us how important to prepare ourselves. Because this is a journey of no return. It's a one-way traffic. When you live here, no more for you to say, send me back. No. Enough. And Allah also is telling us one of the attitude, the characteristic of a munafiqeen is those who don't care about the future. When they are there, now they realize, they say, oh, no, send me back. Too late. A believer must care about their future. A believer must care for their family. A believer must care for himself or herself. And that's why Allah said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, O you who believe, Qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. Save yourself from being burned. Don't destroy yourself. Save your family. This is what the believer is. They're always very careful. And the believer always asks important questions. Questions that save them here and the future. And like Gabriel came and asked, and that's why the Prophet answered. And that is what we should do in our life. Ask about our Islam. Is that okay now? Learn, is my prayer okay? Is my fasting okay? Everything you must know. Is my iman towards Allah okay? Is my iman towards the angel correct? Is my iman towards the book correct? All this you have to ask and confirm and confirm. Is my sincerity okay? You must ask. If you are sincere, the sincerity will never make you change. One time like this, one time like no. The sincerity will make you normal and consistent. If you serve Allah from before, purely for Allah, you will keep on serving Him alone. No hidden agenda. You want to know whether your deen is okay, you look at the ayat. يُثَبِّتُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِقَوْلِ ثَابِتٍ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ. This is what Allah is telling us. Thabbit means you must be firm. To be firm, you must be consistent. Whatever obstacle, never give up hope. Never cut yourself from the jama'ah when you have a jama'ah. Whatever comes, your desires, your friend is whispering here and there, the Satan is whispering, give excuse. Please don't entertain. You just have to move on. When you're out, there is a sign that you are moving. You're out from the Jama'ah. And the Prophet gave a very strong warning about this. Why we don't care. We thought that what we do is the best. But the Prophet said, when you are out from the Jama'ah, you are waiting for your self-destruction. The wolf will attack any sheep without any hesitation when they are out from their group. And if you think that breaking away Jama'ah is the best for you, the Prophet said, whoever broke away from the main Jama'ah when they are in a Jama'ah before, if they die while doing that, he will die, she will die like a pagan. That is what the pagan like to do. Divide. Get out from their own group. And this is what happened to the Ummah today. And that's why now we are calling back to unity. Perpaduan. Because we love Allah. Everybody read Quran, love the Prophet. We have one Allah, one Prophet, one book. And how can we be so divided? So if you want to be firm, not only when you are alive, when you die, and you are firm in your belief that you can answer the question and answer in the grave, then you must make sure that you are doing the right thing now. You are following the commandment of Allah and the saying of the Prophet, not your feeling, not the whisper from anybody. People can say anything to you. Don't entertain. When people is coming to bring you away from Jama'ah, cut them off. You should bring them closer. Don't let them bring you further. What is happening? We, students of knowledge, sometimes we thought that we are strong. We thought that we are right. But now anybody can come and bring us out. Oh, you're so weak. You are not firm. A firm person like how the companion of the Prophet. Sometimes the Prophet may do strange things. They don't have any doubt in the Prophet, but have good thoughts and good feeling, and ask the Prophet for explanation if they need. We don't do that now. Do we ask our leader for explanation? Normally we don't ask. Sometimes we ask. The people who have the opportunity will ask. You have to ask. If you have doubts, but one must entertain the doubts. If there's nothing for you to entertain, it's just hearsay. If there's proof, let us sit down. But if anything that is being brought to the higher authority, to the court, remember this ruling adab is very important. When anything is brought to the mahkamah, that means no more comment. Don't talk, leave it to the higher authority to make their judgment now. Because the case is being brought to them. It's just like husband and wife have problem. You should settle your problem. Try your best to settle your problem among yourself, because it's your problem. You know your problem better than all the lawyers and the judges. Find the best way. When you can have a good beginning, why can't you have a good ending? Problem is that. Sit down, just sit down and talk. You have been talking before you got married, and then after married, and now you don't want to talk. Something is wrong with you. You never said you're Mr. Right, 100% right before. Now you don't say, no, I'm always right. You're always wrong. No. Be humble. Sit down, talk. Have a coffee again. The last time you used to have a coffee, 1 cup, 2 straw. Now you have 2 cup and 2 straw. No problem. But talk. But you remember, you must recall back your good time when you start to know each other. When you start to know each other, normally when someone is talking, the other party will be listening. True or not? Remember our old time? Normally, the guy will start to talk more. The woman by nature, they are very shy. They keep low profile. But the man will keep on talking. But what make it happen? One is a good talker and one is a good listener. That make it happen. If both are talker, there will be a problem. No one want to listen. It work very well, positive, negative. If everybody talking, who want to listen? And how about we don't talk at all? You look at me, I look at you, I drink, you drink. I don't think you want to have any ongoing relation, man. No communication, man. And we have tea together, okay. Then you sit in front of her, she sit in front of you. Just looking, eye contact. I don't think you like that kind of relationship. Now why can't you keep on talking? Talk. And find the best way. I remember, brothers and sisters, all of us we are adults now, we are not children. But we can feel like we are still children. To our mothers and fathers, we are children. When we get to know each other, remember, it's good to go back a bit. Do you remember that you're very careful with your word? Do you remember you pick the best word to talk to each other? Do you remember that? Can you recall all the beautiful words again? If you forget, write it down. Tonight you go home, today. Try to recall when you first get to know this man who is now your husband or this lady. How you talk to them. But sometimes all the good things we don't remember. We only remember the bad one. But try your best. May Allah help us. Oh, yes, I am so careful. I never raise my voice. I'm not judgmental. Even if she prepares some drink for me, it's too sweet, I never complain. And she will ask, is that too sweet? Okay. Is it salty? Okay. At that time, anything do is okay. Alhamdulillah, this is good. Alhamdulillah. And if you make appointment, she's late, no anger, you're patient, no problem, you're still early. Now you see what is happening. But now might be a learning. We want to have a good ending. To have a good ending, you must make sure you have a good beginning. And keep on be good. Be yourself. If you are that good person, be good. Be consistent. Stay on. And move on. Don't allow anybody to come and change your goodness. And don't be like others because you are different from them. You are consistent in learning, in practicing the deen. How can you just follow somebody who are not on, off, and then you are off? Then you are weaker than them. I was addressing this issue lately when I was in Penang, but there are a lot of other issues. يثبت الله الذين آمنوا بقول الثابت في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة. Remember, if you are consistent and you are firm with what you claim to be, I am the student of knowledge, I am the Quran and Sunnah follower, I am in the Jama'ah, then be. what you say. That's how it goes. Good time, bad time, we are together. Why? Because that is part of the struggle of the Jama'ah. That is part of life. Good time, bad time. Sometimes it's smooth, sometimes you have all the rocky and all this kind of... No problem, that's life. Move on. Aisha reported again, Amma fitnatul qabri fabi yuftanun or tuftanun. As for the trial of the grave when you die, with me will people be tried, and about me will they be questioned. He said that the Prophet is telling us, with me all the people will be tried, and about me will they be questioned, of course. Because who knows about the Q&A? Allah. Who then knows? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Also, angels know. The one that Allah have informed the angel. As for the righteous person, he or she will be made to sit up in his or her grave. We are not been buried in a state of sitting. They lie us down, sleeping. But when the angel comes, he will wake you up and you will be in a state like now, sitting. Everybody will have to sit. Those who are bedridden and then they die, Allah will give them the energy to sit. He or she is made to sit up in his or her grave, feeling no fear or terror. You don't have to feel yet because there's nothing for you to feel at that time. Just sit. And he asked, how did you live? Then you'll be questioned, how do you live your life in this world? For those who have been following the teachings, I live by the guidance of Islam. Allahu Akbar. You'll be asked again, who is this man? Do you know? Who is this Muhammad? Of course, because we have been following the teaching of the Prophet, even we don't see him, but we believe in his teaching and we are following his sunnah, we be able to say, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But now today, if people ask, why you do this? I'm following the sunnah. Who is the best example? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who are you following when you pray? Muhammad Rasul. Always you are saying Muhammad Rasulullah. Then it will be easy for you to answer. If you say, I follow this Imam, I follow that to start, and then you have problem. You don't say, who is this man? Oh, Hussain, yeah, you get problem. Because this man also will be questioned. The answer is only Muhammad. That's all. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is Muhammad, the messenger of Allah. He brought us clear sign from Allah and we believe in him. He is told, in certitude about Allah you live, upon it you die, and upon it you be raised when Allah's will. Just to remind us what is happening. Now Asma report again, radiallahu anha. إذا دخل المؤمن قبره أحط به عمله الصلاة والصيام فيأتي الملكة من نحو الصلاة فتردوه وإلى الآخر الحديث. When a believer enters his or her grave, his good deeds surround him, protect him. The prayer, the fasting, in this hadith, the earlier hadith talk about zakat, hajj, everything could come in. Now, how you take care of the pillar of Islam, that's why these things are very important question, important subject that everybody have the right to keep on asking and learning just about the basic and foundation. But we overconfident. We have little patience. We thought that after learning, what is this, the same thing again and again? Now you ask yourself, are you ready? Do you know? If somebody come to ask you, what is Islam? What are you going to tell them? What are you going to tell them? Do you know the answer? If a person come to you and say, you know, when I look at the Muslim, I'm very attracted. They pray together, they fast, they are so humble, they are so together, so kind, feeding the poor, in Ramadan especially. Actually, I really feel that I also want to be a Muslim, but I cannot pray. Like all of you praying, I can't. I have no problem to believe in Allah and the Prophet. But I cannot stay away from eating pork. Can I be a Muslim? What are you going to say to them? Your friend is asking you this simple question. What are you going to say to him or her? Can I be a Muslim? I can't pray. Don't call me to pray. Don't call me to fast. I don't think I can fast. Because you've been eating all your life. Suddenly you say no eating. What is this? And I cannot stay away from pork. Can I be a Muslim? What will be your answer? Your good friend is asking you a question. What do you think you will say to them? Try, brother. Huh? Can? Is that the same for the sister? You say can. No problem. When you say that, you have lied to them. How can you say can when Allah said can't? Neither you should say, you must pray. There's no way to be a Muslim without praying. You must stay away from pork. If not, you'll be punished. You'll go to hell again. Normal people like you, I think you will say that. Hey, crazy. You want to be a Muslim, you still want pork. You know what pork is haram. The wisdom is, neither you say can, because it's can't, it's haram. You just have to bring him or her out from that question. Ask him or her again. Do you believe in one God? Can you believe in one God? And that one God is Allah. Can you believe in him? Yeah, no problem. Can you accept that Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of Allah? Well, that also no problem. Do you think you are ready to make the declaration of faith to be a Muslim? I have no problem. Let us focus on this. But I will talk about that later on. We will talk about the other thing later on. Let us focus on the most important thing, your belief. That's how you should come in. You don't give him a false hope, no problem. Then next time you say, you should, you see, you Muslim are hypocrite, I told you from the beginning already. And now you say, I must. I told you, you said to me, no problem, no problem. No, why become a problem now? You don't entertain that part first, because they are not ready for that. They are ready to make shahada. They are ready to accept Allah as the only one true God, and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. You understand that, brother? Alhamdulillah. The angel approached him or her, threateningly for the direction of prayer, that he is also coming from the direction of prayer, but the prayer defend him, protect him. And you come from another direction, the fasting is there to protect him. The angel then command him, sit up, and we will sit up. You ask him, what do you say in regard to this man, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He will say, I bear witness, wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. The angel asked him, how do you know? Did you meet him? What will we say? How do you know? Have you met the Prophet? We cannot say, I met him before. I was his friend. I ate with him. You want to lie again? He responded, affirmed, I bear witness that he is Allah's messenger. The angel said, upon this you live, upon it you die, and upon it you will be resurrected. Why we say he's the messenger? Because Allah said so. Allah said, follow my messenger. And that's why I follow him. Man ati Allah, faqad ata, ma ati Rasul, faqad ata. Whoever obey the Prophet, he obey Allah. And that's why I obey him. Because his name has been mentioned. And that's why I mention his name. Abu Sa'id report, another report. Allahu Akbar. Ya ayuhan nas, O people, indeed the nation, during the burial, about a funeral, after the burial, the Prophet said, indeed the nation of dead people is tried in his grave. In his grave you will be tried. When a person is buried and his companion depart from around him, an angel come to him holding a club. He make him sit up and ask, what do you say in regard to this man, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? If he was a believer, he would say, I bear witness there is no true God except Allah, la ilaha illallah, and Muhammad is a servant of Allah. The angel will respond, you have said the truth. The angel no. The angel want to confirm, you have to declare again. That's why you cannot say to a person, you are a Muslim, if they don't want to declare. You see, I believe. Yeah, but you have to declare, because what you believe, I don't know. I only can say yes when you declare. Do Abu Lahab, Abu Jahal, do Abu Talib know who is Muhammad? Yes. Do the Jew and the Nasara know who is Muhammad? Yes, because Allah said so. They will know you, like how they even know their own children, because all the sign is there and it will appear in front of them. Deep in the heart, they know this is the man. But they do not want to declare it. Even they know he is the messenger in their heart. He is a good man. But because they do not want to declare and say it loud, they are not a believer. But we have been saying it loud. But we have another problem. We don't follow his sunnah. We accept him, but we don't follow his teaching. What is this? You say you accept him, you should follow his teaching. It's like you apply for a job, nobody forced you to apply for that job, and you have been accepted, but you don't want to follow the instruction. Do you think your employer will be happy with you? No. So if you can follow, then you don't have to come to the office. We have regulation you have to follow. What is the point? You say, I believe in Muhammad, but you don't believe in his teaching. You are belittling his teaching. You say, what is sunnah? Sunnah, sunnah. Astaghfirullah. How can a person who claims to be the follower of the Prophet and belittling the teaching of the Prophet? How can you say, I believe in Allah, but I don't want to follow what is written in His book? Amantu billah wa bima qala Allah. Amantu bi rasul wa bima qala rasul. That is the Prophet. Faith. Shahada. You believe in Allah, you believe in what Allah said in His book. You believe the Prophet, you believe in the saying of the Prophet, the sunnah of the Prophet. Of course, you are not perfect, we are human. But you cannot deny. You cannot be arrogant. You cannot reject. You must accept first and try your level best to do what you can do. La yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha. A man said, Ya Rasulullah, anyone who sees an angel standing over him with a club in his hand, like a stick, like a hockey stick, will surely be confused. Why? Worried. Yeah, worried. It's not a cane. A cane is a cane. This is a club, man. You know why you hold a club. You have a reason to hold something. The Prophet ﷺ responded to the question from this man by reciting the same ayah that we have recited. Yusabbitullahu allazina amanu biqawli thabit fil hayati dunya wa fil akhirah. He was worried, he said. Oh, yeah, you'll be very confused, he said. Oh. Because you are not confused when you are in this life. You have accepted Allah. You have accepted Islam. You have accepted the teaching of the Prophet. Even you have a lot of problems. People belittle you. People say this to you. People fitna you. But you don't care. People label you this, label you that. You don't care what the people say. You are firm because this is your deen. This is Allah. When people say nonsense, I still say Allah. And you follow Islam. Even people say Islam is not relevant. I say it's relevant. You still follow the Sunnah. We have been doing that. And people say, no, no, no. Bid'ah is better. You say Sunnah. You say Bid'ah. I say Sunnah. What is there for you to worry about over there? Because you are so firm in dunya, Allah will make you firm that you're ready to answer. No problem. No problem at all. But when you are ready. Anas again report, Allahu Akbar. Just about Kubur, there's so many confirmation from the wife of the Prophet, from the sister-in-law of the Prophet, Asma, from the sister of Aisha radiallahu anha. Innal mu'min iza wudi'a fi qabri wa tawalla anhu ashabahu wa innahu la yasma'u qar'a ni'alihim ila al-akhir al-hadith. Indeed, when a believer is placed in the grave and his companion or the family member who have sent him to the grave walk away from him, of course, they have to go home. Alhamdulillah, you don't have the Muslim grave yet, no? Each grave there is one room been made for anybody who want to stay there beside your loved one. No, no, no. There's no space for that kind of building. Even you love him. The companion, your family, walk away. Like the Prophet said, إِتْبَعْلُ الْمَيِّتْ ثَلَاثَ وَيَرْجِعْ إِثْنَيْنِ وَيَبْقَى مَعَهُ وَاحِدٍ. Three things will follow you to the grave. Family, مَالُهُ وَأَهْلُهُ. And also, if you have any medals, Sometimes people was given a lot of this medal, that medal. Alhamdulillah, people don't bring their degree, their PhD, MA, doctor, and follow to the grave and display it. And then later on, if they display also, they have to bring home. If not, it gets spoiled over there. And then your deeds, three things will follow you. Your deeds, your dignity, whatever medal you have, your dunya, and also your family and friend. Now, two things is going back. How close are you to your friend? How close to you with your family? You have to go home. Time for you to move forward. You have to live. The live have to keep on living. The dead just have to go forward to Al-Barzakh and Akhirah. No more coming back. But the only thing that stay there is only your deeds. Your deeds will not leave you. Good or bad, you will be there. We, the dead, can hear the echo of their footsteps. When they're leaving, at that point of time, Allah allowed you. You don't hear them. You cannot make them hear you, but Allah make them hear you. Your footstep is moving. And you know you are going to be alone now. You know nobody is there for you anymore. They love you. They will pray for you. Then the angel, two angels come to him. They make him sit up and ask him, what do you worship? That means he's asking you about Allah. Because we have been worshipping Allah. So there's no problem Allah, because that is what we have been worshipping. يَثَبِّتُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِقَوْلِ الثَّابِتِ. This is what you have been doing. When Hayya ala Salah is there, you are responding. And then you say, Allahu Akbar. Who can you say more than that? You have been saying Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. Alhamdulillah, yesterday we have a cause of Salah, perfecting my Salah. And this is the first time we have only 16 or maybe 14 male, rest are female. Normally the male, the female is always more, that the male at least sometimes 40, 30. This is the first time the male not even reached, I think 14, around that. But woman, Allahu Akbar. And of course, we are just sharing with them about. It's important to make sure you know how to worship Allah properly. And you won't fail yourself, or the prayer will protect you. And Allah loves those who worship Him. But the first thing Allah will ask us also is our prayer. But you are not worshiping other than Him. So it's easy for us to say, Allah is the one I'm worshiping. Then they ask him, what do you say about this man? Muhammad sallallahu. Because even I pray, I follow him. I fast, I follow him. I eat, I follow him. I always remind all the sister yesterday. Drink with your right hand. Drink with your right hand. Left again. Drink with your right hand. Left again. But alhamdulillah, one I alert them. Beside the change, alhamdulillah. But I have to keep on reminding, because this is what this man Muhammad sallallahu wants you to do. You eat for the sake of Allah, because Allah said, Kulu washrabu. Eat, drink. This is part of our fitrah. Allah created us, give us life, and He provide for you, and He wants you to eat and drink. He don't want you to torture yourself. Eat, is an ibadah. Drink is an ibadah. Yang halal. Halalan tayyiban. And then the Prophet said, don't eat, don't drink with your left. It's an ibadah. So I remind the sisters. There's no few brothers only. Easy the brothers to remember about sisters. We have more than 100 over sisters last night. Alhamdulillah. But they do pain. Because you are not used. I know sometimes nobody remind you. So you tend to right, okay. After that, left again. Right, okay, left again. Because you are so used to the left. Then if you have been following the sunnah of the Prophet, do you have problem to answer? No, even you have never met him. But they will tell you, what do you say about Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? You will say, he is my prophet. I believe in him. I follow his teaching. You can say that because you are doing that when you are alive. And that's why the Prophet was reminded by Allah in the Day of Judgment in Sahih Muslim. When his ummah is gathered around the pond Al-Kawthar, there is only for the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ, Allah will stop some of them from even drinking the water. So the Prophet said, Ya Allah, you promised this is for me and my ummah. And Allah said, yes, and never break my promise. But you don't know what they are doing after your death. They have not been following your teaching. They abandon your sunnah. That is why they have no right to the water of Al-Kawthar. Don't think this is small matter. You will fail to answer that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah because you have not been following his teaching. You just say Muhammad Rasulullah Muhammad, but you don't follow his teaching. Even today, people of knowledge and understanding, the Orientalists, not yet Muslim, when they look back to the history of mankind, they cannot deny he is the most influential man, leader to the world. Not just a leader, a prophet, a father, a businessman, a good husband, and a good leader at all times. Humble. Alhamdulillah, lately you have seen a lot of viral going on about our king. Seems to be a very humble king. Alhamdulillah. When he sees somebody need help, he just calm down and offer their helping. May Allah bless him for that. May the other leaders learn from his humbleness. We will love and respect people who are so high and they are so humble. True or not? If I'm humble, I don't think you can see. If I'm nobody, no video will come and catch me and then show to the world what I'm doing. But this is not just a man like you, the king of the country. And he's so humble. Allahu Akbar. I think if every leader pick up all these good things, nation will love them. And you know, when we love them, we always pray for them. Not just lip service, with our heart. I know every Jum'at, they all call us to pray for the leaders. But we do not know whether we say Amin or not. Who knows? Who knows? Because there's no connection. But if they are humble, there will be a lot of connection. without we seeing them from near. When we look at their humbleness, it really touches our heart. Do you feel that? Allahu Akbar. And we hope that those who are near always pick up all this good value, that they also are humble. When everybody become humble, then everybody will be blessed. The country will be blessed because Allah loves those who are humble. Allah loves those who are simple. And that's why the Prophet said, Al-Barzakh minal iman. Simplicity is part of your iman. It's not just to be simple, but because you have the iman in you. You know that you are all a servant of Allah. Whatever Allah have given you, that status is an amana. And you're using the amana of Allah, guide the people, to lead the people. Allahu Akbar. It's a nikmah. It's a nikmah. We'll be able to say that Allah is the one we worship. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the prophet that we follow. And Allah said so. Fattabi'uni. He said, follow him. Follow him. You will never go wrong because Allah commands us to follow. Allah will never make any mistake. And that's why the Prophet said, Kullu ummati yadkhuluna al-jannah. Every followers of Prophet Muhammad, the ummah of Prophet, will go to paradise. Illa man aba, except one group. Among his ummah, he's not talking about the non-believer, his ummah. And then the companion was shocked. Is there a group among the Muslims who do not want to go to paradise? The Prophet said, yes. Man atani dakhala jannah wa man asani faqad aba. Rawahu Muslim. Sahih Muslim. Whoever try the best, obey me, follow my sunnah, you will go to paradise because Allah promised whoever follow the Prophet, Allah will love him. When Allah love him, Allah forgive you. When Allah forgive you, He will reward you kindly. But whoever refuse, that's what the Prophet said. Waman asani. I say this, he say that. I say do this, he do that. Faqad aba. This is the group who will not go to paradise. And Aisha said, Man amila amalan laysa alayhi amruna fahuwa rad. That Prophet Muhammad SAW mentioned, whoever make an action of worship, who do something under the name of Islam, but they don't follow my way, the thing that I have taught them, they don't follow that way, they follow their own way, I will not accept. Fahuwa raddun, will be rejected. We do not want that at the end of the day, whatever we are doing here, rejected in Akhirah. It's a waste. That's why we are careful. When we want to learn, we want to learn the right thing. When we want to do, we want to do the right thing. When you want to pray, you want to make the right prayer. When you want to fast, you just want to make the right fast. When you want to perform Hajj, you want to make the right Hajj. Khuzu anni manasikakum. Follow the way of the Prophet, then you cannot go wrong. You follow other way, then you have a problem. Because this is the way that Allah has shown us through one man, and He wants you to follow that particular man. So you have no problem to answer in the day of judgment, and when you're in the grave, I follow Muhammad. So he is my prophet. Not only lip service, but I prove to Prophet Muhammad that I is his follower by following his teaching. Not like today. A lot of people say, I love Muhammad, I celebrate his birthday, but I don't follow his sunnah. While you are following his, celebrate his birthday, and you are making Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, Bismillah, and you are drinking your left hand. You are contradicting. This small matter, even small matter you cannot do. So what you're going to talk about the bigger matter? Your own hand you cannot control. How you can control others' hand? And that's why the Prophet said, Ad-dinu nasiha, ad-dinu nasiha, ad-dinu nasiha. It's about sincerity, it's about reminding each other for the sake of Allah, and it's about following what is right. What is right? Come from Allah and from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wa ma ataakum rasul fakhuzuh wa ma nahakum anhu fantahu. Allah said, whatever the Prophet brought to you, follow. Fakhuzuhu. Whatever he said, don't do, stay away. That's what Allah said. But now you still say, yeah, but the Prophet don't say, the Prophet don't do, but it's okay. Who said it's okay? You say. Are you going to be the Prophet? Do you think Allah will ask me about you in the Akhirah? Do you think Allah will ask about you in the Kubur? No. Allah will ask you about only one man, and that man is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Allah just want you to follow that one man you fail to follow. You follow so many men. Why can't you just follow one? It's easier to follow one or to follow many. One. It's always easy, one. Number one. It's always easy. May Allah protect us, brothers and sisters. Ameen. In the coming class, we are going to the trial of the non-believer. What is today's date? 30th June or July? June, alhamdulillah. Now we open for Q&A. Faddal. Any question from the sisters first? Yeah. Any question from the sisters? For sisters who are preparing for Hajj, please take care of your health. Take all the good vitamin that you need. Back up your immune system. Try to do more walking. Just get yourself moving, walk. You don't want to walk up to the hill or the park. Walk in the mall. Just walk. No, but as long as you keep on walking, because there will be a lot of walking. But it's beautiful. You will enjoy every step that you make is a reward waiting for you. All the hardship you're going to face, there's a reward waiting for you. And it's not hard. You cannot say it's difficult compared with our Prophet ﷺ and his companion. You will learn more. And remember, on the 14th will be my first class here about Hajj. Follow up on the 21st. And then we are preparing ourselves for the journey. Any question from the brothers? Now, the two. Aslan. Aslan.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Waalaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
I've come up this thing that's few times, you know. So I want to ask you. There is one person or a few persons who have been telling me there's such a thing as the solat menghormati waktu.
Salat menghormati waktu.
Never. I can't find it anyway.
You will never come across in any hadith book talking about there is one kind of prayer called Salatul Hormat Waktu, Ihtiram al-Waqt. The real meaning of Salat Hormat Waktu is you pray the prayer in his time. That means when Zohar come in, pray Zohar. Hormat Waktu. Like what happened to the companion when they asked the Prophet, Ayu a'malu ahabba ilallah? Ibn Mas'ud used to ask the Prophet, what kind of act of worship that Allah loved most? They want to know. So the Prophet said, As-salatu ala waqtiha. Meaning, you pray the prayer time. Zohar, you pray in Zohar time. Asar in Asar time. That is what ala waqtiha means. Not like what the people is trying to tell you when you are flying, because you cannot stand while praying, and then so you can pray for the sake of praying while sitting, but it's not accepted, it's not valid, but you must pray, and your intention is to hormat waktu. When you land, wherever you are going, then you have to pay back, do it again. There is no such salat from the Prophet. People say, yeah. That's why I say you follow people, we also get confused. Follow the Prophet, no confusion. How can you miss your prayer? So simple. You cannot stand, you can sit. Allah allowed you to do that, not sit, you cannot. In Mars Airline, they allow you to stand. You can ask them, say, I want to pray. They have a small corner for you to stand and pray. I have been doing that, no problem. Saudi Airline, 10 people can pray together, no problem. If you want to pray, if you don't want to pray, the mosque is just in front of you, you still don't pray. What excuses do you have? Yes, because if they allow you to stand, you stand. But if there are certain airlines say, no, for safety reason, we cannot allow any passenger to stand. It's dangerous, it's against the rule. Then, can you pray while sitting? Of course. Allah has made it so simple. Why you make your life difficult? You have to follow the sunnah, it's easy. When you don't follow sunnah, you give all excuses, this and that. Why are you going to do all these things and make life difficult where Islam is so simple? Yeah, you can even jama. Allah makes you qasa and jama. That's why when you don't want to follow the Prophet, you create a lot of fitna to the deen and to yourself. Naam, brother.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Wassalamualaikum.
This is about adab in Salah. It happened to me. During Maghrib, Jahar. You recite in Jahar. So you know that the Imam, you already completed your prayer, so that the Jama'ah went in and that Imam recite wrongly. Can you, as not a ma'mum but outside, can say something like to correct, just like as ma'mum said, Subhanallah. Can you, as a non-ma'mum, outside?
No problem. Anybody who know mistake done, they can remind.
Even though you're not ma'mum?
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
Alright,
No
thanks.
problem at all. But it's up to the Imam to respond or not. Anybody can. Yeah. Reminding each other is a duty of every Muslim. But because the one who behind the Imam also forget to remind, and we may be alert. But after you remind and Imam don't respond, don't pursue anymore. Sometimes the problem is, he may be right, we may be wrong. He may be right. It's like the viral, they said, the Imam in one of the mosques in Selangor was leading them in prayer, and then suddenly he missed reciting Ihdinas Siratal Mustaqim. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Siratal, according to the video, but we don't know. Video is video. People can make changes. So, but to us, I think, even if it happened not intentionally, Allah knows best. There's no sin. Because the Prophet said, the sin among my ummah will be raised up. Meaning, there's no sin if you make a mistake without intention. Not because you purposely want to make. If you overslept, then the time you're awake, that is your time of prayer. If you forget, when you remember, you do it. So that's that. At that point of time, there's no sin upon it. Pardon? Yeah, if there's a traffic jam, it's not, you know that normally there's no jam for you. Suddenly you're caught in. Then you can, when you are free, then you arrive your destination, you pray. Finish. Maghrib finish already. That's where you are allowed to do the Jamak Surya. Pray Maghrib and Isha time. But no Qasar. 3 and 4. Example from the Prophet is there, don't worry. It happened in the time of the Prophet that he does it in Medina. He was not traveling. He prayed Zohar, 4 rakat in Asar time. 4 Zohar, 4 Asar. And he prayed Maghrib in Isha time. 3 Maghrib and 4 Isha. And companion asked him, and this is based on a very authentic hadith. If you look at the book in Al-Luqlu wa Marjan, it's a combination of Bukhari and Muslim. And the status of this hadith about this topic is muttafaqun alay, agreed upon 2 great scholars of hadith, Bukhari and Muslim. Is stronger than the hadith only authentic by Bukhari. This is by both great scholars of hadith. In learning the field of hadith, the science of hadith, the most powerful hadith, nobody can reject. You reject, you're like you rejected Quran, is mutawatir. Hadith mutawatir means is a hadith that been mentioned by a group of companions. When the Prophet says something, a group of them heard this. And then they convey the message to another group, not one to one. Then only hadith muttafaqun alay, then Sahih Bukhari, then Sahih Muslim, and then Sahih ala Sharti Bukhari, and Sahih ala Sharti Muslim. And that's how you learn. And that is a new group of people. Naam, Sister Fauzia. Pass the mic to Sister Fauzia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
When you are recently, when I was praying, and I from a lot of pain when I yawn or when I gasp for breath, and I was praying, and then when I started doing that, I said Allah just like that loudly. So do I have to do sujud sawi or what?
Just with Allah. I mean, I think because of the pain, or sometimes because you are going to release yourself, yeah, because of breathless, and then suddenly you want to say it out. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, because of the pain, and I just came up with Allah.
No problem.
Involuntary.
No problem. No problem at all. It's not something you purposely want to add.
No, suppose if I were to say that, and then when I continue, I miss out a line, and I remembered it after that line.
Then you can repeat.
I repeat it.
Okay. If you recall that you miss one line after that, because when you're reciting, then something happened, so you want to let it out. Allahu Akbar, like you release yourself, and then you forget. Then you remember, repeat. No problem.
Then I don't have to do sujood.
You don't have to susabi.
Allah khair.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. This I think is important. We also must prepare when we are not well, things change, how to go about it, how to move around, how do you perform your prayer when you are not that healthy, because there are a lot of things that you cannot focus, you cannot be like normal. Don't worry. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها فاتقوا الله ما استطعتم. Allah will not burden you except what you can. And Allah said again, do your level best. Alhamdulillah. Next, the sister want to ask something? Any other sisters? No? Because I saw the mic, so I thought that.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Waalaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
When I was traveling to Singapore, the bus didn't stop long enough for us to do our prayer. So can we do it in the moving bus, sitting down? Jama.
For us who are traveling by buses, these are the land transportation. You don't have to rush so much unless it's Fajr. You can just wait until you arrive your destination and you combine the prayer. Because you are traveling now. You understand? Just give example. What time do you encounter that kind of situation?
I think Asar.
Asar time?
Yeah.
But you
Asar already going to miss, into Maghrib.
Okay. What time do you start your journey in the bus?
8 a.m.
Yeah.
8 a.m.
When you have this kind of, when you're traveling, normally will the bus stop anywhere on the way?
They stop.
Take a break?
They stop, but only a very short one.
Stop for a break. Sometimes you take a break, driver also have
that
to
particular trip, very short,
No,
very short stop.
When you say very short, how short do you remember? 10 minutes?
10.
Yeah, they go to
15.
toilet sometimes.
Yeah.
10 minutes is enough for us to pray 2 rakat. And that's why we all must prepare. If you know that this thing can happen, the past is the past. You have tried your best. You may have make up the prayer later on, but now next time when you travel, always plan your journey. This is what we will do. This is what we always do. The Muslim, when they are traveling, they are always preparing themselves. They know when you're traveling, there is a lot of mashaqqa, a lot of changes, time zone, and then the driver, if he's a good driver, you honor your right, he stop. Enough time for you. You go to the Middle East, most of the driver, they are praying, so there's no problem. They will stop for the prayer, so you also can pray. But our driver here, their majority, maybe they are not yet Muslim, they don't cater for you. So you have to plan your journey. You have to get yourself organized, have wudu always, example. But you can even check with the bus driver before the journey starts. Normally, do you stop halfway? Example, how long? They will inform you which station R&R they will stop, because they have also the stopping point. And that's how you organize yourself. When they stop, you go and pray.
There's no surau.
Anywhere you can pray. And you see, this is how simple Islam. The Prophet ﷺ said one of the great ni'mah for this ummah is that Allah make this earth a praying area for all of us, as long as it's clean. We don't have to look for a musalla as a Muslim. No need. Especially you travel. We do that when we travel to Europe sometime. Of course, Europe, they don't have musalla. R&R, no musalla. We just stop, the bus stop, come down, there's a space there. We start, sutra is there, we face the bus, we pray.
So
Muslim,
basically, we can't pray in a moving vehicle.
No, because if you still can't stop, if the journey is like, you see, land transportation, is something you can. But because you went into the wrong kind of arrangement, but you learn from that experience. So that you're alert. I have never had any problem while I'm traveling, anywhere at all. If totally they can't, and the time is getting short, you can't. That's the jamak ta'khir is there. But your problem is you are missing your asar. Can asar be jamak to Maghrib? No. Unless, it's a situation that you cannot do anything at all. Then only Allah knows best. Yeah. Always remember, brother and sister, as a Muslim, we must organize ourselves. It's like this place is very difficult to get halal food. And you're going to that area. What should you do? Prepare your halal food with you. I've been traveling since the 70s. I experienced that. But if I'm aware that I'm going to Europe and it's not easy to get halal, if I start my journey from Istanbul, example, Turkey is a Muslim country, I'll prepare, buy bread. That's why in the time of the Prophet, majority of the people, they eat bread. Bread can last long. Not necessarily rice again, noodle. But alhamdulillah, now you have noodle. Or the instant noodle. Allahu Akbar. Not healthy, but at least some food. And the last thing that I do when I travel, when I know that it's difficult to get food, even the bread or abroad, sometimes they may use lard and so on. What do? You must not be fussy as a traveler. I will buy 1 kilo of potatoes. I boil. Just boil 1 kilo of potato. One. Alhamdulillah. It's good. You don't fry. Fried potato is not good. A lot of oil. The boiled one. MashaAllah. Is bil carbo. Bil carbo is good enough. And if you like ketchup, you just buy some ketchup. It's not difficult. It's up to us actually. Muslim must plan. Look at what Allah said. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu taqullah wa tanzur nafsum ma qaddamat lighadin. See what Allah is telling us, oh you who believe in Allah, look into yourself. You know what you are going to do, where you are going, everything you are aware. وَتَنْزُ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. Not only today, you must prepare yourself for your future, for your akhirah. It's a reminder. Prepare. We have been preparing of God. We prepare our clothing. We prepare what we want to bring. We prepare our passport. We prepare credit cards. We prepare some cash. We do all this. But we forget to prepare for our akhirah, our prayer. But it's good. What happened to us is a lesson learned. That we have to plan. We have to check what time he departs. What time he will stop at the R&R. What time he's going to arrive in the last destination. All this, we plan, Allah will make it easy. Just plan. May Allah bless us. May Allah guide us, brothers and sisters. We have some guests just arrived from Kuwait, alhamdulillah. Welcome them here to our center today. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our deeds, forgive all our sins, and keep on the spirit. Be istiqamah. Be consistent. Don't let anybody, anything stop you from staying in the jama'ah. Remember the ayah wa yusabbitullahu allazina amanu biqawlin thabit fil hayati dunya wa fil akhirah. So that all of us will have a good ending that you will never regret. when you don't hold firm and not istiqamah, we do not know what is our ending, because we are shaky people. We are here, they keep on moving, not good. Be firm. Yeah? May Allah bless us. And for the family member who are not well, we pray, may Allah make it easy for them. For those who are not yet Muslim, pray, may Allah give them hidayah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all husnul khatimah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. صلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.